Hello and welcome to the third leg of our Grand Tour of Finland. We left Vaasa early in the morning. The destination was Kemijärvi. Kamyavei town is on Lake Kamyavei. Järvi means lake in Finnish. Lake Kamyavei is huge, and this rest area on a small island offered some amazing views on the lake. The lake, the beaches and the forests around it are popular attractions. You can fish for pike, go canoeing, have a swim, if you dare, or go for walks in the nearby forests. Going for a walk in the forest in Finland is a multi-layered experience. The relationship with the forest is a fundamental part of the Finnish identity. The forest provides nourishment, food and medicine. The forest provides wood to build a house, the wood to heat your home and cook your food. The forest is also a deeply spiritual place. It heals the soul and calms the mind, but it is also dangerous and must be treated with respect. The forest is both a physical place and a spiritual being. Tall trees symbolize nature renewal, and in all traditions, tall trees connected different planes of existence, the underworld or mirror world, the human world and the sky, the realm of the gods. Trees are also a metaphor for human time, their roots in the past, the trunk in the present, and the tall branches reaching for the sky, the future. The conifers in the cemetery in Kamyavei remind the visitors of the connection between people and nature. Most Finnish cemeteries have trees. In cemeteries, conifers, which remain green all year round, become a symbol of eternal life. In the past, pine trees especially were a constant companion in people's lives. The crib was made of pine, the home, and finally the coffin. Kemijärvi is a modern-looking town, but the first Finnish settlers arrived in the 1600s. The village was a trading meeting place for Finns, Russians and Sami. The goods for sale or exchange included furs, reindeer products, butter and dried fish. Kamyavei Lake is still known as a fishing destination. The best fishing season is from June to September. and you can fish for the famous native pike, the giant perch, and brown trout. The residents of Kamyavei made and sold also large amounts of homemade alcohol. According to the local inspector in Kemijärvi, alcohol caused no problem, but according to the inspector in the neighboring village of Sodankula, it caused plenty of problems. The producers in Kemijärvi sold most of their alcohol to the Sami fishermen who came from the Sodankula area. Lake Kemijärvi was traditionally part of the Sami's fishing grounds. The town is close to the border with the Sami land. The Pyhä-Tunturi fell used to mark the boundary between Sami and Finnish settlements. You may know the Sami by their old name Lap or Laplanders and their land as Lapland. The name Lap is of Swedish origin. The Sami are the indigenous people of the Nordic countries. The Sami's lands cross 4 states: Finland, Sweden, Norway and Russia. The Sami homeland is called Sápmi and the map has the color of the Sápmi flag. The Pyhä-Tunturi fell used to be a holy place of the Sami people. Priests and missionaries often used sacred locations of the Sami for forced mass baptism. The forced mass conversion of the Sami to Christianity began in the 17th century. Beyond religious zeal, there were political and economic reasons for Christianization. In the early 17th century, King Charles IX of Sweden wanted the Sami's land because it would give him control over lucrative trade routes and secure Sweden's northern borders with Russia. The Lutheran priests and missionaries were also the king's tax collectors and law enforcers. Through their missionary work, they established the king's religious, political, and territorial authority over the people and the land. The Sami's religious traditions varied across communities, but there were some elements in common. Some of the mountains, lakes, and islands were sacred places. Offerings were placed at the Noaidi. The Noaidi were natural altars, such as special stone or tree. Ceremonies were also held at the Noaidi. Members from different groups attended the biggest ceremonies. The event was a way to make new connections and reinforce relationships among the groups. The offers included meat, antlers, metal, and later alcohol. The nature of the offerings reflected what the person was hoping for, most often a good, successful hunt.
Not bad for somebody that the only guy with ski is on my butt.
A key person in the Sami community was the Noaidi and his drum. The Noaidi was the community's shaman. The Noaidi was the mediator between the human world, animal kingdom, and the spirits. And his most important tool was the drum. The paintings on the drum functioned as the Noaidi's map of the physical and spiritual world, the tribe's history and traditions. The Noaidi would beat the drum while chanting or yoiking. The rhythmic beating of the drum and the yoiking enabled the Noaidi's spirit to leave the body and travel into the spirit world, where he would either negotiate with the rulers of the spirit world on behalf of the tribe or retrieve a lost soul. The Noaidi used the drum also for divination. During the most aggressive phase of Christianization of the Sami, the Noaidi, the drum, and yoking became the targets of persecution. Noaidi were forced to renounce their beliefs on the threat of execution. The yoking, which had been used by the Sami as a way to pass their history and knowledge to the next generation, was forbidden. The drums were confiscated and destroyed. Only 71 drums from the era have survived, according to researchers. The systematic destruction of the Noaidi's drums, the harsh punishments for yoking, singing, or for hiding family heirlooms linked to the Sami's faith and traditions, were caused in part by the priests' and missionaries' own fears. Many of the priests believed that the Noaidis had immense magical powers. I should mention that the Christianization of the Sami was happening at the time that the witch hunting craze had reached Finland.
Looks like there's another entrance to the amethyst mine down here.
Pyhä-Luosto is a popular skiing destination. There are slopes for all levels of skill. As my skill is -10, I have to take the brochure's word for it. And there are many cross-country skiing trails as well.
Stop.
This is the furthest north we got to, and it is my only regret that we could not keep going north. Our next stop is Kuopio. By the side of the road we saw this. Until next time, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, that helps a lot. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.